White House border czar Tom Homan was recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. And the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law. I think it's really preposterous. I know Tom. I think that he's a good man. He gets death threats. He gets attacked. He gets constantly threatened by people because he has the audacity to want to enforce the country's immigration laws. I think that it would be a much more interesting story about why is it that Tom Homan, who is simply enforcing Americans' immigration laws, is getting constantly harassed and threatened to the point of death threats. That's a much more interesting question that I think journalists should focus on. We can agree to disagree on that question.
Well, wait, you said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe or done anything illegal, which is why he's working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000?
Hey, that boy J.D. Vance is ducking the question. He's ducking the question. Answer the question, yes or no. And every time my guy right here asks a question, he's, when you talk about that, no, you need to answer the damn question, man. Oh my God.
It was caught on the surveillance tape. Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about. Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it a crime? Even the far left media like yourself. So I'm actually not sure what the precise question is. Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that money?
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility. Because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government. Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You are focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next, we'll be right back.
If J.D. Vance did any more gymnastics during that interview, he would probably qualify for the 2028 Olympic Games. That segment is about a 2024 sting operation in which now border czar Tom Homan is alleged to have taken $50,000 in cash from undercover agents posing as business executives seeking immigration-related government contracts. And if you rewatch that Vance interview, you will notice that he never, ever denies the fact that Tom Homan took the money, but instead is very careful only to say that Homan didn't take a bribe and that Homan was never charged with a crime.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Tyler, but it's facts. J.D. Vance was ducking the question. He was hula hooping, gymnastics, gold medaling through the question. Never denied it. He's I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. People say that when they're getting interrogated for a crime. I don't know what you're talking about. Talk to my lawyer. That's exactly what he was saying. That's exactly what he sounded like. It's crazy, bro.
And Vance thinks that we're all stupid here because the reality is that, of course, Homan won't be charged with a crime. He is literally part of the administration that would be responsible for charging him. What Vance is essentially saying here is that unless Pam Bondi charges Trump's border czar Tom Homan, that he is completely absolved of any and all culpability. Got it. In reality, of course, what Homan is alleged to have done is criminal, but the administration has found a cute little workaround where, because the DOJ is the arbiter of who gets charged federally or not, they point to their own unwillingness to charge any allies of Dear Leader as evidence of that person's innocence. It is a game as transparent as it is corrupt. You'll notice too that Vance says that Homan is a good man and that he gets death threats, and that's all well and good. But being a good man does not absolve you of culpability if you took a bribe. Getting death threats does not absolve you of culpability if you took a bribe. And Vance knows that. But he also knows that Republicans thrive when they get to curl up in the fetal position and play victim. And that's what they're doing right now. Tom Homan is accused of taking $50K in straight cash to corruptly give business executives work paid for by U.S. taxpayers, and somehow Vance has made the perpetrator of that crime out to be the victim. Frankly, that would be impressive if it wasn't so fucking disgusting. And at one point, Vance even says that over the course of Homan's life, sure, he's taken $50,000. I mean, my God, have you ever seen someone who treats the viewers as stupider than J.D. Vance does right here? The question was not, has Tom Homan received $50,000 over the course of his lifetime? It was, did Tom Homan accept $50,000 in cash during this sting operation? And
What makes all this worse? This is who, I'm not going to say y'all, but this is who most of this country voted for. And they're just spitting in y'all face all day. They don't care what they say on these live television networks. Y'all are still just gonna be like, oh, MAGA, let's go. Bro, this is thrown in your face right now. They could say F you to the whole world and y'all will still just be behind their back, riding with them. I don't get it. I don't.
the fact that Vance is answering literally every question other than that one is pretty damn revealing unto itself. But here's the good news. While the Trump administration is perfectly content to obfuscate the facts, independent organizations outside of the government that don't answer to Dear Leader Trump are now working to get that footage of Tom Homan taking that bribe released to the public. An org called Democracy Forward has submitted a FOIA request, a Freedom of Information Act request, to release that footage. Here's the CEO of Democracy Forward discussing that effort during our recent interview.
So as soon as the reporting came out, we filed a Freedom of Information Act request, wanting to see the tapes as well as other documents and information around what is going on with this probe. Why was it stopped? This is very concerning, should concern all Americans. And we are waiting for the government to respond. They have not responded. And, you know, if they don't respond adequately within the next 20 days, we will go to court.
And how confident are you that the administration won't try to use some exemption to prevent these tapes from being released? And on top of that, how confident are you that the administration hasn't or won't just destroy the tapes if they do have them in their possession?
You know, we filed thousands of these types of requests since Inauguration Day, and it brought hundreds of cases in court. And this administration tries to use every tool they have to stymie the American people's ability to know what they're doing. So I'm quite confident that the administration will try to use every tool it has to keep this information from the American public. But what we've been able to see is that our strategies of using the courts, forcing the process, has been able to produce good information. And so we're going to fight whatever they come back with. They really don't have a basis to deprive the American people of this information, and we're confident that the courts would see it that way.
So here's what's true. If you want to find evidence of criminality in this administration, you don't have to look further than the instances where they fall over themselves to cover it up. Where there is smoke, there's fire. And J.D. Vance is learning the hard way that his denials are only making the criminality here even more apparent.
This is crazy, man. The world is crazy. I see stuff every day on social media that I don't even tell y'all about this man Trump. It's getting scary out here. Shout out to Mr. Brian Tyler Cohen. Go subscribe to his channel. I just found him literally like an hour ago. He's at 4.8 million. Get him to 5 million, y'all, please. He's an amazing guy from what I know so far. He's going to try to update us on what's going on every single video. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe on his channel, like, comment, subscribe on my channel. But yeah, man, it's not even a year in him being president. 3 more years, 3.5 more years, something like that. So yeah, we have a lot of content to go through for these next couple years, more than a couple years. We have a lot. But like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload, y'all. I got way more videos to do, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Love y'all, peace and love, baby, and we out.